Hey, what's up, class? We're going to do a little tour of the storeroom here. I run a couple of shops out of this room, and as you could see, we have some racks, and then at the top I have empty boxes and boxes I use to ship. I have some shirts and mugs and also hoodies, all sorts of things. We have two printers. We have an inkjet and a laser. The laser is this big one to the right, and it definitely will save you a ton of money on ink. We have more shipping containers, little tubes. Tubes are great for posters and artwork because you could just roll it up, put it in the tube, and then the tubes come with end caps. There you go. You put these come with these, and you put them on, and then more stuff here. So let's get started. Number one, with t-shirts and hoodies, I go with these bags here. They're self-sealing. You just pull that off, and you can do all sorts of shapes. You can fold it like that. If it needs to be bigger, you can kind of use the whole thing and just fold it like that. You have all these different ways you can fold this thing, and it can fit like a hoodie and a t-shirt, or 3 or 4 t-shirts. It's super expandable, and it's lightweight, so you don't spend a lot on shipping. You can go to the post office. You can go to stamps.com, and they'll ship you 10 boxes at a time, and there's all these different sizes of priority mail flat rate boxes. There's like over a dozen boxes, and you can go to stamps.com and order packs of 25 at a time. And the problem with that, it's great because it's free. They're free boxes. The problem is you have to ship priority mail, and we'll talk about different types of mails. Priority mail is fast, but it's not cheap. If you want cheap, use your own boxes. So here I have some, so like up here I have some Amazon boxes, and I'll just reuse those. You'll notice some bubble wrap over here. You should save your bubble wrap. When I get things shipped to me, I save it. But also you can buy a roll of bubble wrap, but guess what? You gotta pay for it. More flat rate boxes. Each one of these boxes cost me about $1. Some other things about the storeroom that I use is I use these sheets of paper. You get 2, they're self-adhesive. You get 2 per piece of paper, and I just load these in, and it prints my postage right on there. I just peel it off, and it goes directly on the package. You're gonna want packaging materials, and you're gonna want tape. You're gonna need packaging tape. Definitely get some packaging tape. And you're gonna need a scale. So this scale comes with this attached onto it, or you could detach it, and that way if I have like a big box. Stamps.com, by the way, will give you like a free scale when you sign up, so try to get that little promotion where they give you a free scale. So we're 00, let's put this box on there. 4 pounds, 7 ounces. So now when we have that, once you have your weight, all you need is your measurements. Just take a ruler on this box. It's probably something like 14 by 14 by 14. It looks like a perfect square. So you would just enter in your dimensions, enter in where you're shipping it to, and you can get a quote right then and there. So and then you need tape to just seal up the box. So it's very, very, very easy. Priority mail has a lot of these are flat rate, meaning no matter how heavy these are, it's the same price. So like this one is like $6. You can put whatever you want in here as long as it fits in, and it's already bubble wrapped. You get this for free, and it's $6 anywhere in the US. Super good deal. There's these as well that are about $6 if you want an unpadded one, but you can fit more in here. I've put books in here. I've put documents. I've put clothing. Whatever you want, flat rate, no matter how much it weighs. It's about $5. It's close to $6. This is 12 by 12 by 5.5 inches. Okay. And as you can see, you get the whole box. So for a box that size, this costs about $15.50. But this is a flat rate. So it says right there, flat rate. As I could put like 6 bricks in here, and let's say it weighs like 20 pounds, it's still only $15. So if you're shipping heavy stuff, a lot of times the flat rate box is the way to go. There's a small and there's a medium. So small is here. You can pick these up free at the post office, or you can go to stamps.com. I do not work for stamps.com. I do not sponsor them. So here is the flat rate. This one's a little like doing origami. Okay, so you get all this done, you get this plopped up, you get that up, then you get the side, and as you know, it's got a little self-adhesive here, because that is going to go, these two go into this little hole here. Look at that. And then you just have the opening here. You can fill this up. Again, this is a flat rate. This one's only about like $6, and whatever you can fit in here is only $6. So if you have something really heavy, no matter even if it's a brick, it's still only $6, so it's a flat rate. So we got small, we've got large, and we've got medium. And the only thing you need to pay for on these flat rates is just the tape to close it up and then the postage. If you're shipping something light, I highly recommend getting like a bag or a bubbled bag and shipping it USPS first class. And we'll talk about that shortly. Some other things you might want is a nice bright red marker. If you are shipping something fragile, I like to write fragile on all the sides of the box. It definitely helps. You might want scissors to cut a box, make it smaller, or cut a label, and then some tape. And then as far as what do I do with these, I just either drive them to my local post office, or the postman that comes to my house Monday through Saturday, I just hand it to them, they take it, they scan it, it comes with tracking, and it's super simple. Also, as far as like packaging, paper weighs a lot more than air. I mean, it sounds simple, but although this might help maybe wrap your product with a little bit of this, but use as much air or bubbles as you can, because you're going to save money in the long run because you're paying for this weight. Don't pay for the weight. Paying, not paying. Expensive, cheaper. More, less. Some other bubble mailers. These are, you just pull that off, you don't even have to lick them, and then inside they have bubbles. And this is how I ship big jewelry and CDs. This is how I ship jewelry, like smaller pieces of jewelry. So they're very cheap. We'll see what they cost online, but you can ship this UPS first class now, and you can ship for extremely cheap. One thing on the priority mail, written in the inside of the box, priority postage required. So you can't use this box and then use it for a different service. The other thing too you might be thinking is, well, what if I use this box and then I wrap it in some sort of brown wrapping paper? How would the post office ever know? Well, the post office actually does check boxes, and I've read some stories online that, you know, they'll just cut it open really quick to check the contents. They're able to do that legally, and if they see that it's in a priority mail box and you're using a different service, they can return it to sender. This thing, tape is not made equally. This tape does not look very good. It's not thick at all. It sticks. I mean, it does its job. Super cheap. I paid about 80 cents a roll for this. This I pay about $2 a roll for. Scotch, you can also get Duck brand. You get a little more tape per roll, but really this is a super high quality tape. It will not break. It'll really hold a lot. You need half as much as this than you do for this. But at the end of the day, this still is cheaper per what you use it for. So I've got this on sale. It works, okay? But if you don't want to cheap out and you want to go high quality, you get what you pay for with tape. Trust me.
Hello class, so as you saw, there's a lot of flat rate products you can use through USPS, and if you create a stamps.com account, you just go over to supplies. I'm sure if you just type in like flat rate, there's a whole section where stamps.com will order you this stuff. Now, a word of caution. So one of these is not one is a pack. And so for this, it's like a pack of 5 or 10. For this, it's like a pack of 25. So I accidentally ordered 10 packs once, and I got 250 of these shipped to me. So I had to go walk them over to the post office and return them. This is that flat rate envelope I was telling you about. It's just $20 to ship with one-day mail. By the way, all these boxes are free. Some of them are flat rate, some of them you just pay however much it weighs. I've tried these triangle tubes, you got the envelopes, and you got all these different sizes of boxes in every single dimension you can think of. And you can get 10 packs or large packs. So it's really cool. A lot of great USPS resources out there. While on the topic of boxes, so these are the CDs I bought. You can buy, the more you buy, the cheaper it get. I get them for about 13.5 cents per mailer, really cheap. For the labels that I use for the printer, those I bought. So I bought 2,000 the last time. So 53.10 divided by 2,000. So I pay about 2 to 3 cents per sticker. So not too bad. For bags, I get the 12 by 15.5, which is like a hoodie and a shirt, like 3 or 4 shirts. This is the how thick they are. You can get different thicknesses. I've never had these tear on me. Like I've gotten things sent back to me, and I've sent hundreds of packages, and no one has ever said that these have ripped. So this is a good thickness. So almost 75 cents per tube. So the cost on tubes is definitely more expensive, but if you're doing art or posters or something like that, you can roll it up. Now, if you can't roll it up and you need it to stay straight, you probably want to do something like this, where you have like 2 pieces of cardboard that'll keep it super flat, or something similar, about 11 cents per bag. And they come with that little thing, it's self-sealing, so you don't even need to use any tape on these. So about 11 cents each on those. If you can't find what you're looking for between the flat rate and these, I do recommend you going to Uline. They're like the largest supply store in the US. And if you have a business license, you can get no tax, so you don't have to worry about tax. They do have a delivery charge unless you spend like $300 or $400. I don't necessarily think you're going to be spending that much, but the other thing too is you have to buy a lot of stuff. Like they do not do small orders, so you're going to be ordering hundreds of something. You cannot buy 10 of something on this website.
Okay, class, I first made this video and I realized how freaking boring it was to learn about postage. So I've summed it all up for you on this one slide, and 90% of your packages are gonna be one of these methods. So if it's anything less, 13 ounces or less, do USPS first class. Even shipping it across the country, it'll get there fast, like 2-3 days. It's not bad, and this can all be purchased through stamps.com. USPS first class also comes with free tracking. Usually a package in first class is going to cost you somewhere between $2.60 for the cheapest, upwards up to about $3.80, I think, for like a 13-ounce package. So I mean, it's $2 to $4, super cheap. Now, if it's more than 13 ounces, you have to step up to priority mail. Now, this also quicken the delivery time to 1 to 2 days, maybe 3 days if it's in an isolated area, a non-metropolitan area. And so my rule is if it's like a heavy item, like more than 2 pounds, you're probably better off putting it in a flat rate box. And those boxes, you can get them for free. I showed you how to do that earlier. The small box, it takes about $6 to ship. The medium box, about 11. The large for 16. If it's not a heavy box, like it's only a 1 pound item, but you need to put it in a fairly large size box, like a 12 by 12 by 12 box, inches, then you're actually better off for supplying your own box and then just doing a custom order on stamps.com, just telling them what's the size of your box and how much does it weigh. And for example, like if it's only a pound, but it's 12 by 12 by 12, which is bigger than a medium size box, the medium size box would cost you 11, where with that box at only 1 pound, I bet it would cost you somewhere around $8. So you see, you save $3. So even if the box costs you $1, you're still saving yourself $2, which can add up. You know, after 10 orders, it's $20.
So definitely sign up with stamps.com if you're going to be the USPS. Within your stamps.com, you can have a balance of money. I have $46 in mine right now. And you get a discount from going. It's actually cheaper for me to print my postage here than to go to the post office. It's something like 10% off or so, like 5 to 10%. So it's awesome. As long as you have a scale, all you need is the weight and what service you want, and it does all the information for you. And if you're on a budget, I recommend just using stamps.com standalone. And what you'll do is just copy and paste all the information from your customer, whether it's from eBay, Etsy, or Squarespace or Wix. You'll get the order information, you'll paste it here, and you'll be able to print your postage directly from this website. If you're only sending something like once a month, then maybe you can get away with just going to the post office each time. But if you're shipping more than once a month, it's going to be a drag to have to go to the post office each day and send these things out. Just trust me, just save yourself some time and energy.
This is an example of how the Squarespace order system works. And as you can see, it logs all of the different orders as they come in. You can see the customer's email, the name, when they placed it. You can, on the bottom of the screen here, there's a way to issue refund or mark as fulfilled or cancel the order. You can print it out. On top of all that, you could do something called export. You can click on the export CSV, and I can do a custom report, you know, for the year or for 3 months. And so this is a great way to be able to track your incoming money and also track your taxes. Because I could sort this list by people who bought in California, for example, and then only have to pay the California tax towards those orders. So it's a good way to kind of, Squarespace automatically does this and organizes your order. Weebly and Wix does this as well. So a lot of times you don't need another company or software program to track your expenses and incoming. But when it comes to like Etsy and eBay, you could manually add those orders in here for organizational purposes. So as you can see, you have a lot of different accounting software. I mentioned Xero because it does integrate with Squarespace, and Squarespace has this like partnership with them, so you get a little bit of a discount. I did try it out. It was extremely cumbersome and hard, and I really needed somebody to help me set it up. So it's not as user-friendly as it sounds. But like Xero, Zoho, QuickBooks, all these programs will not only track your accounting, but they will also allow you to send invoices outside of your website. So there's a lot of features if you can learn it. It comes down to me to, do you want to dedicate time to learning the software? And if not, then the old-fashioned way of using Excel spreadsheets, and just, there's all sorts of Excel spreadsheets online. You can just do a search like Excel expense report template, and you can find these, you know, you can find templates. You can even find Excel invoice templates. You know, you can find these templates already made and download them for free. But this is old school, and this is a lot of time to figure all this out. However, you know, you're going to be saving this monthly fee every month. If you have the time and money, these new programs are great. And the search function on these things are amazing when you need to find like one thing where the Excel method is not organized. Definitely check all these out. Another one that's not on here is Wave, which I heard good things about. Wave accounting, which is supposedly free, and a lot of e-commerce stores recommend using this. I have not used it, but it might also be a solution to check out. I know the last 2 classes have been a little bit more dense, getting all those licenses and taxes and learning about operations and shipping. It's the boring part of opening a business, but you know, if you could save money here, you're going to be a lot more profitable, as well as it's going to save you a lot of headache to get this stuff organized now versus waiting towards the end, and you know, when you finally do need something, you're going to be playing catch up. Definitely set up your system as soon as possible and make sure you're updating it every month. Do not go months and months before organizing your information. You know, for example, like when I get receipts, you know, at the end of each month, I categorize the receipts, make sure they're in the right place, because I don't want these things just stacking up in a pile. You're just going to keep procrastinating, right? It's just an endless cycle of procrastination. So to avoid that endless cycle of procrastination, let's get organized now. Let's start on the right path, and then that way, going forward, this is a non-issue. So by now, you should have your website up. You should be able to be selling your things. On this next Skype session, please come to class ready with, you know, any questions you have about the business licenses and the taxes, any questions you have about shipping and operations. And then if you do have any last questions from the first 3 classes, let me know. I know we're a week behind right now. We're doing week 6, even though we're doing weeks 5 work. That's fine. I've built in enough time for us to still catch up in this class. So we're still doing great. Keep up the good work, and I look forward to talking over the weekend. All right, keep it up.